Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgetown Hoyas.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now let's take a look at the Longhorns' opening lineup. They've got Doherty. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then it's Turner. And it's Ford in at the four-man position.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
And Freak throws it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Here is Edwards. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And we've seen Durant go on and do great things in the NBA, but he had that one magical season with the Longhorns.
Yeah, you go back to his freshman year, he was player of the year. The first freshman to achieve that status. Absolutely dominated in every way on the floor. You knew the NBA was in his future immediately.
That's good. Freak's got 6.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them. The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Kicks to Warren. Here's the teardrop and the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
A platoon swap here for Texas. Hodges the pass to Felix. 5 to shoot. Here's Freak. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The dish to Rush. There's the pick. Richmond outside, beyond the arc. That's good, and the Hoyas' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Rush.
Well, I tell you what, guys, so many great centers have come through Georgetown. For a while, they were the destination for great centers going into college. You can point to any of their teams and find an NBA center on the roster.
On the court for the Longhorns, we've got Hudson, and it's Blair in at the point guard position. Now, here's Trice. Dishes it to Joseph. Texas grabs the miss. The Georgetown Hoyas have had so many great centers. Greg Monroe, Roy Hibbert, some of the more great recent guys.
Yeah, but don't forget about the one who kind of set that trend in motion. Patrick Ewing was just a dominant force. And then you had Dikembe Mutombo, Alonzo Mourning. And it's amazing. All of these guys we just named were picked in the top 7 of the NBA draft. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Different look for Texas. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Freak, he's in at the point. Warren is out there with Price. Then there's Hudson. And it's Randolph in at the shooting guard. And Doherty kicks to Edwards. Passes it to Turner. It's hauled in by Warren. Hoyas leading by 4.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
On the court for the Longhorns, we've got Ellis. He's out there with Edwards. Turner is out there with Doherty. And it's Ford in at the 4 spot. Now here's Ellis. Edwards with it. Elbow shot is on the way. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Freak kicks to Hudson. Randolph goes in, and the shot is good. Randolph's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hoyas. Well, Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long, really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. And they've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
Here's Ellis. The Hoyas getting their last shot to go.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Doherty the pass to Edwards. Good on the 13-footer. Now here's Freak. He's got 8. Pass to Warren. He feeds it to Freak. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
And here's Edwards. Freak in at point guard. Hudson is out there with Warren. Then there's Price. And it's Randolph in at the 2. Out of bounds as Texas keeps possession.
Take up.
And the Hoyas with some changes. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Hodges. Freak comes in, and Harkless is subbed in for Trice. Richmond, he's checked in for Texas. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Richmond. It's stolen by Davis. 3-on-3. Here's Rush. Banked in off the glass.
We could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now nerves and tightness become a factor.
And it's becoming a battle of will right now. This is as good a game as we could have hoped for.
And here are the Hoyas now. The Longhorns getting their last shot to go. Now Harkless puts one up from 19. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Harkless. 12 points for Freak.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And it's a completely new group for Texas. Here is Edwards. Goes up off the inbound. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy. And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
And that shot sucked the life out of the whole building.
Well, that was a big one, Clark. You can hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
Freak dishes to Price. The feed to Warren. Freak kicks to Hudson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
.24 seconds left here in the second half. Here is Edwards. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his third foul so far. Edwards with it. And the foul called on Freak. That's his fourth foul of the contest. 12 seconds left in the second half of basketball. To the inside, Ford. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Freak. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. And we've got more college basketball in store as we get ready now for overtime. What energy, what excitement in the building, folks, tonight. If you're just joining us, this is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, as we'll no doubt have some more exciting action to see who can get it done here tonight. Taking a look at the Hoyas. Freak, he's in a point guard. Price is out there with Warren. Then there's Hudson. And it's Randolph in at the 2 spot.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. With Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes it.
And Georgetown also making a switch. Freak's checked in for Trice. Inside, here's Richmond. Nails it!
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
A lot is on the line here.
Well, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the foul called on Freak. And that's his